Hey everybody, we had our parents meeting last night with students following youth group. We had a great night at youth group because it was just a lot of fun. We invited our sixth graders to join us as well. We had a lot of parents that were here, played some games together, talked about eternity, and gave some parents a chance to share their faith and how God has been working in their life to grow them in that hope of eternity. So that was a lot of fun too. And I think that was really good for our students. I'll just give you just some highlights of some of the things that we talked about. We talked about snacks. We've got some holes in our snack schedule, so if you've yet to sign up for that, we would love it if you would. We talked about two big events. Obviously, we've moved around some of our summer plans because the youth convention got moved to 22. So the first thing that I'll just name is that we're doing an event called the Rapid City Convention. There's a group of churches. We were going to go and take our bus together to the Colorado, to the youth convention, and we've all decided that, or at least a lot of us have decided that we'd like to do like a mini youth convention in the Black Hills. So there'll be an opportunity to sightsee Mount Rushmore, do some hiking in the Black Hills. We're staying at South Dakota School of the Mines. So there'll be a chance to live in dorms and just experience that, and they'll take care of a lot of the food. We'll have 4 worship sessions and teaching sessions, and then lots of big events for youth groups to be able to compete against one another in. On the low end, we're thinking 50 students. On the high end, we're thinking 100 students. So let's say 75 students is probably what is a realistic total of people that'll be there. The cost for this trip without doing Reach Out Rochester is $100. If you do Reach Out Rochester, this trip is $30. And then the other thing that I would just throw out is that there's some things to bring, things like sleeping bags, pillows, good sneakers because of the hiking, money for additional meals. Of the cost, all your meals are covered except for 4 meals. One of those is going to happen while we're on the way. And then each of the days that we're in South Dakota, there's at least one meal that needs to be taken care of as well. So if you've got interest in that, we'd love to have you go. We had some students that signed up and registered for that last night. June 1st is the deadline for that. And then that gets me to the other invitation, which would be to be a part of Reach Out Rochester. We're doing Reach Out Rochester. You can see the details for that on the webpage. But we're doing that about 10 days later in July. July 25th through the 31st. Some of the same churches that partnered with us last year are going to do it again. And then in addition, we think we've got a few more that are going to join us this year. So we're hoping for at least a similar group to last year, or if not a bigger group. We will be staying in our homes, and we'll be asking us who participate and others from church if they'd be willing to be host homes for students as well. So just have that on your radar that that's part of the way that we'll be doing it this year, mostly because of COVID. But it actually did work really well last year to have students at host homes. So that's part of that going forward. And then that, as a standalone cost, that is $150. If you do the South Dakota trip and that, you're talking $180 for just the two. So I think there's a great opportunity with both of those events for students to be challenged, to hear from God's word, and to use their gifts and to learn what does it look like to serve and to be in community. So we want to just encourage students, families, if you would be thinking and praying about both of those events, due dates for both of those events are June 1st. So if you would just have in your mind, June 1st would be the due date when we're looking to get everybody registered for both of those, that would be appreciated. We also talked about fundraising last night. We talked about gift cards, and I said, unfortunately, with the price of gas going up, the only win that I can think of is that means that our profitability when it comes to gas is as well going to go up. So the more gas costs, the more money we make on profit. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, gift cards is a great way to make money. We are averaging $2,000, $2,500 in profit a year probably. I probably deposit into students' accounts every week at least $100, maybe $200, $300, depends on the week, for profit. So it's been a financial win for us to be able to do that. And then Andy Carlson is going to be the coordinator for yard work projects. We are going to start talking about that on Sundays in church, letting people know that if they've got a project around the house that they have any interest in doing that, that we're willing to work with them and to help them. And then we talked about the Burger Bash. The Burger Bash is happening on May 23rd, and it is going to be a fundraiser that's going to happen after church. We're going to do it outside, as long as it seems that none of the COVID standards that we're operating under have changed. We'll do it outside, and because we're doing it outside, we have one thing that we can't do outside that we would have done inside. That would have been the program. So what I'm doing is I'm asking for all of our students to, by the end of April, send me a 1-minute video that explains why are you participating with the Burger Bash. Why are we fundraising? Are we fundraising because you want to go to the youth convention in 22 and you want to start saving up some money for that now? Are you fundraising for Reach Out Rochester? Are you fundraising so that you can do the South Dakota trip? Just talk a little bit about why are you fundraising and how can the church encourage you by helping to fundraise with you and be a blessing to you in this. So that's the one ask. And then we're going to put that on social media, on emails, and on the web to let people know, give them a chance to kind of hear, since they can't face-to-face hear a program, why we're encouraging them to be part of this. And then at the meeting, we talked about how we're going to be sending a letter out to everyone from church. We know not everyone has been able to come back just yet. Obviously, those that'll be at the meal, they'll be able to be at the meal and to kind of give and be a part of it. We're also, as we send the letters out, we're going to be sending letters out and asking people, hey, if you can't come, would you consider being a part of helping us? And then we'll be sending them a gift as a way of saying thank you, since they can't be there. At the meeting, big thing that we talked about, we passed around a clipboard. So the clipboard's you can just check box, hey, I'm going to go to Reach Out Rochester, I'm going to go to South Dakota School of the Mines, do that trip. I want to do work projects, I want to do the gift card table. You just check off on that. But then the other part would be that we also talked about for the Burger Bash that there's 4 ways that you can partner. So there's 4 shifts is really what they are. For those that would be willing to come in on Saturday morning and do some prep for that, those that would be willing, and I'm only looking for 3 really adults to be the grill masters, and then those that are able to come Sunday morning and help to set up and serve and things like that. And then the 4th shift would be those that are willing to do the cleanup afterwards. So my ask is this, is that you look at that sign-up sheet, you check box, hey, I'm willing to do this, and maybe the reality is you check 2 out of those 4. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll multiply that by the number of people that are in your house that happen to be a part of it. And then if, say, we raise $2,000 at the Burger Bash, we'll take all those number of shifts, we'll multiply them by the number of people that were a part of that for your household. So maybe by the time you're done, you have 8 shifts that are worked, and you have 8 shares now of the pot. We'll split the pot evenly between everybody based off of how they participated with this. So I just want to encourage you, if you're thinking about Reach Out Rochester, South Dakota School of the Mines, the South Dakota Rapid City trip, youth convention for next summer, start fundraising. If you haven't, we want to do our best that money isn't the reason why somebody does what they do, what we do. And as I say that, first option is always going to be, hey, would you fundraise with us? So we want to encourage you to fundraise with us. And then just to know that, hey, this is how you can sign up for those things and how you can be a part of those things. So June 1st, big deadline for the 2 trips. And then the Burger Bash, if I could just encourage you to let me know how you'd like to sign up, that would be appreciated as well. Thanks.